Ever heard a piano tell a story? Jazz piano doesn't just play music, it creates a vibe. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know what jazz piano is but also why it's the coolest style you didn't even know you needed in your life. Jazz piano isn't just about hitting keys, it's about emotion, rhythm, and that unique blend of spontaneity and structure. Whether you've heard it in smoky clubs, on movie soundtracks, or in iconic songs, jazz piano has a way of sticking with you. Today, we're diving into what makes this style so special and why it's a game changer for musicians and music lovers alike. Let's get into it. Most people think piano music is either classical or pop, but jazz piano? That's a whole different world. It's misunderstood, often overlooked, and honestly a bit intimidating to some. How do those players make it look so effortless? What's the magic behind those rich, unpredictable chords? And more importantly, why should you care about jazz piano when there are a million other music styles out there? Here's the thing. Jazz piano isn't just a genre. It's a mindset, a skill, and a source of endless inspiration, even if you're not a musician. The challenge is that many people don't know where to start or how to appreciate it. But that's what we're going to change today. What makes jazz piano unique? Jazz piano is all about improvisation and personal expression. Unlike classical piano, where you follow sheet music to the letter, jazz piano gives you freedom. Sure, there are rules, like knowing your scales, chords, and progressions, but within those rules, there's endless room for creativity. Chords and voicings. In jazz piano, chords aren't just simple major or minor chords. They're complex, colorful, and full of tension. You'll hear things like sevenths, ninths, 11ths, and 13ths, often with alterations that add that signature jazzy sound. Swing and groove. Jazz piano is rhythmically alive. It's not about playing notes perfectly in time but giving them a swing, a subtle push and pull that makes the music feel like it's dancing. Improvisation. This is the heart of jazz. Every performance is different because jazz pianists make up parts of their solos on the spot. It's like having a conversation, but with music. A brief history of jazz piano. Jazz piano has roots in early 20th century America. Let's hit some quick highlights. Ragtime. Think Scott Joplin's Maple Leaf Rag. Ragtime was the precursor to jazz piano, combining syncopated rhythms with classical influences. Stride piano. In the 1920s, pianists like James P. Johnson and Fats Waller took ragtime to the next level, creating stride piano. The left hand handled big bass jumps, while the right hand played flashy melodies. Swing era. In the 1930s and 40s, jazz piano became a central part of big band music, with legends like Duke Ellington and Count Basie leading the charge. Bebop. The 1940s brought bebop, a fast-paced, complex style led by pianists like Thelonious Monk and Bud Powell. Modern jazz. Today, jazz piano continues to evolve, with artists blending it with funk, R&B, and even electronic music. Why jazz piano matters to you. Or it should anyway. Even if you're not a musician, jazz piano has a lot to offer. For creatives, it's a masterclass in thinking outside the box. Jazz pianists break rules to create something fresh, which can inspire your own creative work. For music lovers, it's pure emotion. Jazz piano can be playful, soulful, or heart-wrenching, all within the same song. 3. For beginners, learning jazz piano teaches you the fundamentals of music theory in a fun and engaging way. Plus, it's a skill that impresses just about everyone. How to get started with jazz piano. Listen to the greats. Start with artists like Bill Evans, Herbie Hancock, and Oscar Peterson. Their recordings are like textbooks for jazz piano. Learn the basics. If you're new to piano, focus on major and minor scales, as well as simple jazz chords like sevenths and ninths. Try improvising. Play around with melodies over a simple chord progression. It doesn't have to be perfect, just have fun. Explore resources. There are tons of online tutorials, apps, and courses that make learning jazz piano accessible for everyone. Here's the real magic of jazz piano. It's not about perfection. It's about connection. When you sit at the keys and let go of expectations, you're not just playing music, you're telling a story. That's what makes jazz piano so unique. It's personal, it's unpredictable, and it's endlessly inspiring. Whether you're a musician looking to expand your skills or just someone who loves discovering cool new things, jazz piano is worth your time. It's not just music, it's an experience. So, what is jazz piano? It's freedom, creativity, and emotion all wrapped into one. It's a style that's evolved over decades but still feels fresh every time you hear it. And the best part? It's something you can enjoy whether you're playing it, listening to it, or using it as inspiration for your own creative projects. Love discovering the coolest things about music and creativity? I will leave links in the description below to help you on your next musical journey. Ready for more jazz piano videos? Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.